To Your Style Matters with Renee. I am Renee Lindo. I'm a personal stylist, and I guide women on their style journey from confused and overwhelmed to confident. We do this by creating powerful wardrobes with polished outfits that align with their personal brand so that when women show up, they put their hand up. They can put their hand up for more, they can ask for more, and they do so looking good and feeling fantastic. So today's topic is the clients. I wanted to talk about the pain points that, or the top pain points that my clients come to me with, and kind of my solutions and how we work through some of those to get them to the other side and for them to enjoy a style confirmation transformation. So I want to thank you for joining. If it's your first time, welcome. As always, please, I encourage conversation and great comments and questions. Please put them in the chat. I am streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So, welcome to all of my viewers from those platforms. And yes, let me know if you are watching live or if this is the replay that you are seeing. And let's just have a fun time. As I said, I welcome all questions, all comments, and let's get started. So, as I thought about putting this show together, I really, it was really about the women who have been helping and supporting the last, over the last little while, and some of the same themes, but the same recurring themes we were talking about. And so I figured that many others who weren't necessarily my clients yet are probably struggling with the same things, and it would probably be helpful to hear how I work through that and how I work with clients. So as women, we want to be all things to all people. We want to be the best mom, we want to be the best wife or partner, we want to excel at work and, achieve and reach the highest of everything that we're involved in. We want to be the best and do the best. And that's all great because I have similar goals as well. But what ends up happening is that for us to accomplish all of those things, many times we put ourselves at the bottom of that priority list, and so everything else gets done and we don't get around to really investing the time, taking the time, investing the time in us and in our us feeling good and us showing up well. And that, how does that show up? That shows up as you have a big talk or a lecture or presentation at work, and you look in your closet and you have nothing to wear, or you have an event coming up, your partner says, hey, so and so invited us here, or of an event, but you opt out because you don't have anything to wear. You open your closet to get ready in the mornings and your closet is full, but you really don't see anything that you want to wear, or you wait to the last minute to shop for something. Right, all of those things are really the manifestations of us not putting ourselves high up on our priority list to really create a wardrobe that supports us. For us to spend the time to shop, to find the piece that's going to look great on our body, that's going to make us feel good, to help us to show up well, to create outfits, to have a closet that allows us to build outfits that when we wear them, we show up powerfully. We are confident. Our personality shines through. All of those things are powerful. And I always say, and I tell clients, I share it in all of my socials, is that our style is a very powerful tool. And when we can tap into that, leverage our style, it really expands what we are available for. Aisha, thanks for joining. It's so good to have you. And you're watching live. Perfect. Awesome. As I mentioned at the top, drop any comments that you have or any questions. I like this to be interactive, and we can get started. So yeah, so I just wanted to paint that picture because that really is a lot of the clients, a lot of the women who I deal with, who I not deal with, a lot of the women who are my clients. Those are some of the things that we are talking through, that we are working through. That's where we are. And so with that as a background, now what are some of their main pain points? And then I'm going to share them, but not in any particular order, but just kind of as they come up. And if you have, I'd love to know what are some of your style challenges or some of your pain points or struggles that you have. And if we don't deal with it here on the live, we'll definitely take it offline. So um, what's important is that we need to invest in ourselves. We need to take the time to wear clothing that makes us feel good, that suits our body shape, that really allows us to show up well, feeling good. So one of the key main pain points, one of the big top pain points that clients talk about is they don't know where to shop. They feel overwhelmed, right? Either there's a ton of, and to be fair, there's a ton of options out there. There are tons of retailers, lots of different styles, different cuts. They don't know where to shop and they're overwhelmed, right? And that's a big point because not every retailer caters to every body shape, right? Or every personality, or maybe every, I don't want to say age, but every type of stage in life, right? There's certain retailers who they'll have a much narrower cut in their clothing. So if you're a woman with curves, when you go to that store, you're not going to find anything that suits your shape that you're going to feel good in. And also even in vibe and style, right? They may have a similar style of clothing, but it's just not your vibe, right? So it's important to understand which retailer is going to be able to suits your personality, suits your body, suits the station, the season of life that you're in. And what's one thing to keep in mind? Our style changes over time as we grow and mature. Our bodies change and our style changes as well. What we like changes, what we resonate with changes. So it's okay to say, that's no longer my style. I don't identify with that any longer. And it's okay to, over time redefine your style. Think about what is new, what is who is the woman that you want to be now. So one point is that they don't know where to shop. Luckily with me as their stylist, I know I have a good idea of which brands, which retailers are going to work with the personality of the woman that I'm working with, right? Her style, the sizing, how she wants her clothing to fit, the colors, all of those things are so important, and it really varies by retailer. So keep that in mind. So what you can do is to, when you find a retailer that you really like, follow them closely, get their mailers, and really see what they're coming out with, and try and experiment. I always encourage clients to experiment with different stores, different styles, different cuts. That helps you to create your style. Another pain point is body shape. They don't know how to dress their body shape. And this could also be because, as I said, over time, whether it's we have disease, whether it's cancer, or just change of life, from breastfeeding to having surgeries to gaining weight, their bodies change, right? And so how they used to dress when they were maybe a few years younger, in terms of, or not how they dress, but maybe how the clothes used to fit their body and where it fit, is different now, right? So understanding how to dress your body shape really is another important, uh, is a struggle, and another important thing that we have to understand. I do have a free dressing your body shape guide. It is in my LinkedIn profile, but I believe the quick link, and I'm sorry if I said it wrong, but it is bit.ly, and it's dress best, GRESSED and BEST. Okay, and you should it's a free download. I go through all the body shapes and what styles and silhouettes will work for you, because that's the key. That is the foundation of looking good and feeling great and having your clothes really fit you, is to understand how to dress your particular body shape. If there are any comments or questions, please drop them in the chat. I'm watching the chat, so I'll respond as I can. uh yeah, that's the foundation, because if your clothes don't, if they don't fit well, then you're not going to be comfortable. So that's another key point, is how to dress their body shape. uh Changes in their lifestyle. We're coming out, I would say coming out, but we've lived through the pandemic, and what we did pre-pandemic compared to what we're doing now, in terms of what we're wearing, what we want to wear now, what our vibe is very different for many of my clients. So 2022, they don't want to wear what they wore in 2019, and their jobs could have changed. Even if their job remained the same, many employers have relaxed their dress code and what they want employees to wear to work. So what does that look like? So I'm doing a lot of work helping clients to really redefine that work wardrobe, because there is something as being polished and comfortable. They're not mutually exclusive. You can be comfortable and you can still be professional. And comfort doesn't mean always frumpy sweats or yoga pants. The retailers have done a really great job over these 2 years in creating clothing that allows us to be comfortable but still look polished, right? We may not have as many zippers and buttons and hard pants, but the fabrication is still professional, but it allows us to stretch and move, and we feel much more at ease dressing like that. So lifestyle changes, women who have lost weight, women who have gained weight, right? When your lifestyle changes, of course your style may change. So all of those things are key to keep in mind. um, let's see. Another thing is that they struggle putting an outfit together. I have to check. Can you type it, please? Yes, I will. Yes, Nicolette, I will put it in the chat. Um, sorry. So then another pain point for clients is they can't put an outfit together. So they love to see, they can admire other women, or they love to see other people put an outfit together, but they feel overwhelmed when they just can't do it for themselves. There's just so many options, especially when it comes to accessorizing. It's, is this too much? Do I need, what kind of accessories would I wear? Should I tuck this shirt in? Why does this look front on me, but when she wears it, it looks completely different? Do I roll the ankle? Accessories, is it too much if I wear this? So all of those things, are important in really creating a style that is cohesive and that speaks to who you are. And it takes time. It takes time to develop your style. It takes time to understand what you like, what vibes with, what jives with your vibe. So I just encourage you to be patient and to experiment, as I'd said before, try different things. And I also suggest, don't just walk into a store and buy what's on the mannequin. We spoke about this last week. What's on the mannequin may work for some of the clients of that retailer, but it may not work for you. It may look great on the mannequin, but it doesn't have your personality. It's just not your vibe. So when you buy the entire outfit from the mannequin and you get home, you put it on, you're like, this is just not me. Right? But there's so many other elements to creating a style that's going to support you, that it really takes some time. It takes some time to really think about, how do you want to show up? It takes some time to think about, what are your style words? What words really resonate with who you are, how you want to move through the world, who is the woman that you're becoming, right? When I work with clients, we spend some time getting really clear on who is this next level woman. What does she look like? What does she do? We do a whole visualization and talk about, what does she like to wear? When you think about this next level woman, what is she wearing? So all of those things just take some time to do a little introspection, and I think about you, because it is really about you. And we talk about, your style words. Think of some words that, identify who you are. And from that, then you pick your clothing that also speaks to those words. And another thing that women come to me with is weight gain. The weight gain. So they have gained weight, but they say, Renee, I like what you're doing. I know it's useful. I want to work with you, but I'm going to wait until I lose weight before we work together. And I hear that quite often. And I have to tell you that I really encourage you to not wait. Don't wait to lose weight. Wearing nice clothes and dressing and feeling great is not a reward for you to reach a certain size. You absolutely deserve to look good and feel great. And if you are just in this place where what you have, because you have extra weight on, nothing in your closet fits, you don't like anything, nothing is inspiring, you're not going to be inspired to get dressed and to look good and feel good or to make changes, right? So I really encourage clients to start where you are and dress the body that you have now. Because listen, you're living in this world, right? So you need to show up and not opt out. There's so much in this world for us to experience. And we can, when we work together, we can buy clothing that we can wear. That's the oversized trend is very much on trend right now. So pieces that are a little bit looser. So when you lose weight, it doesn't look too big. Investing in pieces that have stretch so that when you lose the weight, it's not as baggy. And remember, it takes time to lose weight. It takes 3, 6 months, a year to lose the weight. So what is the alternative to, like, not show up in life for 6 months? No, we still want to be vibrant, we still want to show up, we still want to look good. So I encourage you to not wait, but to invest the time now to understand how to dress your body with the weight. And another thing about weight, uh we need to work with where you are. And unless you have, so I always ask clients, do we have a plan in place to help you to lose the weight? Because if not, and I've heard it from clients, they've been trying to lose these 10 pounds for over a year, 5 years. And so they still have things in their closet that they can't wear. And that's another thing. I encourage you to curate your closet to be filled with pieces that you love, pieces that fit you now, pieces that you love, pieces that you can create outfits with, right? And not, your closet should not be a museum of lives that you lived in the past, uh, or anything like that. It needs to be current, and it needs to really support where you are in your life. Let's see if we have, I'll take a break. You see, we have any comments here. Let's do this. Guys, sometimes I forget about all these tech things. I completely agree. Do not wait. Look amazing and stylish at any size. You teach this so well. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Mish. So if you're not following Michelle Esteban, you should. So Michelle and I are friends, and we met over social media. So I thought that's quite interesting. But Michelle is a luxury event planner, and we're working together on a special project. If you are new, if you haven't been following me, I am planning a destination shopping trip to Madrid and Lisbon, and Michelle is the global event planner who is curating this experience for us. Fabulous experience. I have, if you're interested, please let me know. Send me a message. I will send you all of the details. It's in October, Madrid and Lisbon. Think of wine, think shopping, and you're going to have me as your personal stylist on the trip with you to help you shop. We're going to actually start the personal styling we before we get to Madrid, so that we know exactly what your body shape is, what styles you like. So when we're shopping in Madrid and Lisbon, we know what we're looking for. So anyway, thanks for that comment, Michelle. And another one, the downloadable app, check what you wear for your body type. Yes, so Nicolette, I'm going to put it, I'm going to type it right here. Here we go. Oh, well, Michelle has another comment. I'm currently listening from Spain. Trust me, it will be amazing. Yes. So Michelle actually lives in Spain, which is fabulous. I mean, how can you get any better than that? Having a global event planner who lives in the place that you're planning this experience. So she'll be able to share with us give us a local flair. Yes, we're going to do some of the quote unquote, maybe tourist things, but Michelle knows all of the local hideouts and secrets and boutiques and shopping destinations that you have to be a local to know. So we're so looking forward to that. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? Any comments from anyone? Let me just double check my notes to see if I missed anything. So just a quick recap, ladies, on, well, not just ladies, because I have, oops. Here we go. Just a quick recap of some of the top pain points that I help clients through. So weight gain, right? And another big point is that, remember, ladies, that it's always about the clothes and the clothing. It's not about your body. There's nothing wrong with your body. It's the clothes, it's the clothing that you're buying. They're not fitting your body properly. So remember, I shared a post about this a few times before, a little while ago. But think of it this way: you are the star of your show. Okay, and your clothes, they're auditioning for a part. If they don't fit your body well, if you don't like them, if they're tight, they didn't make the cut, right? That's how I want you to reframe shopping for clothes. There's so many options. If this didn't work, okay, on to the next. And you go on until you find pieces that really work for your shape, accentuate your assets, that work with your personality, and that allow you to really show up as that vibrant woman that you want to be, that you want to show up as. So sorry, to recap, weight gain should not hold you back from looking good and feeling great. Wearing nice clothes and feeling great is not a reward for your body reaching a certain size. Any shape, any size, style has no shape, no size, no size. Okay, they can't put an outfit together. So just spend the time to get clear on who you are. Think about your accessories. Think about when you shop, think about the pieces that you add to your closet. Are you able to make multiple outfits? That's another thing that really drags down a closet. If you have too much stuff but you can't see it and they don't work together well, they don't know where to shop. So think you have to really think about these retailers. Are they Do they resonate with your style? Do they have the cut? Now, there's certain stores that I love, but because I have a pear shape where I tend to carry my weight in my hips. If I'm buying pants, I'm not going to be as successful at that retailer because their cuts tend to be more straight and slimmer. So somebody who has a different shape is going to do very well at that retailer. Okay, so those are the things. That's what I'm talking about. Uh, what else? Oh, another point I didn't make, style rut. So clients come to me because they're in a style rut. They say, Renee, I just feel bored with the clothes that I have. It just feels boring. It feels like I'm wearing the same thing. And sometimes when I have discussions in our style consultations, what I find is that their personalities, if they find a top that they love, they'll buy it in 3 different colors. They'll buy the pink, the green, the blue, the red, because that works for them. So they buy all of them. So I get it, right? It's easy, it works, so you buy it. But really, I'm going to encourage you not to do that because what happens is that you feel like, even if it's a different color, you feel like you're wearing the same thing over and over and over. And that gets you in a style rut. I'd much rather you get different necklines, different cuts, a different sleeve, right? So that when you're getting dressed, you don't feel like it's Groundhog Day. Over and over again, you're wearing the same thing. Black pants are cutting on a white t-shirt. You can use maybe that as a uniform, but change up what that top is. Maybe the pant, maybe you change it from, it's not always just a straight leg pant. One day you could do a wide leg pant. It could be a crop. One day it could be a palazzo, right? So change, even though you have a uniform, because I do like the idea of having a uniform, but change up the elements so that you don't feel like you're in a style rut. And what else? They've changed their lifestyle, so they need a new wardrobe. And I'll give you a quick story, a personal story. So I went from corporate to now I'm an entrepreneur, and about a year in, I still had all of my suits lined up in my closet. And one day I said, okay, what, my closet was just so full, but I feel like I have nothing in here. And when I really looked, some of the same things I'm saying to you is all of those suits weren't serving me. They weren't serving my current lifestyle. Yes, I spent a lot of money on the suits. Yes, they were great suits, but no, they no longer served where I was in life. I was not going to dress up in suits as a personal stylist when I'm talking to my clients. Now, if I go to a corporate event, I may not wear this, but those suits that I had were very corporate. And even if I do go back to corporate, or if I do want a suit, I don't want those suits. Those suits are 3 and 4 years old. I'm going to want something new. So I encourage you, even if you spent money, of course you spent money and you spent good money, but also remember that when you give away things, it does not have to be the worst of the worst. You can give away great quality pieces that just no longer serve you. Gift it to someone and they can enjoy it, right? You have enjoyed it. You've gotten your money's worth from it. Give it to someone else. And I think that, oh, and also where to shop. Some challenges are they don't know where to shop, which retailers to shop. And again, I I have a good handle on where I shop for clients, depending on their body shape and their personality. So we have another comment here. It says LinkedIn user. So I don't know who this is. I'd love to know who you are if you don't mind. So, afternoon, Miss Renee. Styling on a budget. I love the trends, but what are your tips to replicate these that are budget friendly? Okay, great question. Trends. So I like to talk about trends, but I'm a personal stylist, so I need to know what's trend, what's what. All right, let me change the word. Trends. There's trends and there's fads. Fads, they come and they go, flash in the pan. Those are fads. But trends tend to be last a little bit longer. But also, you are allowed to decide if you're going to participate in a trend or not. Many trends come and I just sit by the side and bid them farewell because that's not a trend I'm going to necessarily enjoy. It doesn't go with my vibe. It's not my style. I don't like it. And not because it's a trend means that you need to do it, right? You want to invest money in trends, clothing, items that you truly love, not just because it's on trend. So how do you do it on a budget? You start with, so budgets are relative, right? Everybody has a budget, and it can be big budget to small budget. So you have to just sit and you decide, is this a trend? Is this something that I'm going to wear even if it's no longer in style? I'm going to still wear it because it works on my body shape and I love it. I have a personal example. Wide leg pants. Wide leg pants, high waist pants, I guess are coming in, or they've been in recently again. But I have always loved and worn high waist, wide leg pants. I love the style of a palazzo pants and a wide leg pant, and it works well for my body shape. As I mentioned before, my shape, tend to have, not tend to, I have hips. So for my body shape, which they call a pear shape or a triangle shape, when you wear wide leg pants, they elongate your frame, and it also balances off your wider hips with a narrower top so that it doesn't look like you're out of proportion. So I have always worn high waist, wide leg pants because I love it. I think yeah, the loose trend is here again because coming from comfy and COVID, we don't want tight. We're not wearing tight clothes anymore. So I always buy wide leg pants and high waist pants because it's something that I'm going to wear. Now, on the flip side of that coin, your closet, your wardrobe, you don't want it to be filled with trends, right? That's not how you build a functional, sustainable wardrobe. Your wardrobe should be about 80% wardrobe basics that you can mix and match and create outfits all the time, and about 20% trends, right? So you can have a nice functional wardrobe, and then as the trends come in and you want to try a trend, or you see something that you like that you want to try and to just be, maybe feel more current, you can, about 20% of your closet should be those, so that when you add it, you feel up to date. And that's the other thing. There's a difference between being trendy and trends, right? Trendy, I just find that it's very expensive to keep up with. If you're a trendy person, you feel like you need to be on the latest, everything that comes in, you have to buy and you have to wear. It's hard to maintain that because you're constantly buying. When you invest in a wardrobe that has quality pieces, that fits your body well, that um, works with your personality, it's easy. If that's your base, it's easy to add trends as they come in. Maybe you don't spend a lot of money on the trends either, or you may buy one or two pieces and not have seven of that trend. And that is how you really enjoy a trend, but still enjoy a trend, but still keep the basis of your wardrobe. I mentioned it before, but you should be able to create the pieces that make it into your wardrobe. You should be able to create at least 3 different outfits with each of your pieces. And if you can't, then before you even buy it, you know, pass it by. So that was a good question. And that was Nicole Marshall. All right, thanks, Nicole. Any other questions or comments from anyone? Let me just scroll up to make sure that I didn't miss any. Nicolette, I put it in the chat, and I'm not sure if that's, I'm going by memory, but if that's not the right link, I try to make these bit.ly links so that I can remember them, and then I don't remember them. But anyway, if it's not, send me a message and I'll send it to you. And that's it. So I think that's it. I think I have all ladies here. So I think that's it, ladies. If you have any questions or any style concerns, any challenges, please send them to me. I'd love to help. We can chat offline. We can set up have a quick style consult as well. Because as the world is, I'm saying, opened now, people are living, right? We're back to in real life. We're back to networking. We are back to events. Michelle is busy, from what she's busy sending out proposals and quotes. Michelle, I hope that's okay. Life is happening, right? So we can't just feel that we're going to be hidden in a virtual space. And even virtually, you still need to show up for you. You still need to show up. You still need to show up on camera, and you still need to look good and feel great. Okay, so I don't see any more comments. I will say goodbye, and that's it. Thanks everyone for joining. Bye-bye.